Good afternoon. My name is Kamran from semester 4A, English Education Department. Today we will present analysis for an article titled How to Improve Skills and Become a Great Communicator, published by the University of the Blog People. This presentation is part from my academic reading. Yeah. This is have a table of contents, and the next slide three have a background. Let's start with why speaking skill matter English is spoken by around 20% of the world population, which a high number for university students like us being able to speak English fluency and open the door to the higher education, to career opportunities, and to communicating across cultural. But speaking is often conferred the hardness of the foreign language skill because unlike reading for listening, it requires real-time product. We need vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation to work together in reality without time to think to a lot. And slide 4 about the article. No title about the article itself. It was written by the educator team of University The People and published June date 18, 2025. It's a popular education blog article, not a formal academic journal, but I chose it because come from an accredited university which give it someone credible. It's also very practical and well organized, covering everything from simple daily habits to more advanced strength, making it easy to apply real learning. And the next slide 5 article or overview. So, what does the article actually cover? Its main argument that mastering spoken English comes down to consistent practice. Is there no single about shortcut? Is organized. It's advanced into 5 parts. Uh, Core method for everyday practice, building a strong foundation in vocabulary and pronunciation specific techniques like shadowing, opportunities to practice fluently in real life, and additional resources for partner learning. Let's go through each of the these one by one. Next, the first category is core speaking method. The article suggests first finding a conversation partner and ideally native speaker, author, or someone online to get real conversation. Explore second listening as well as speaking, for example, through podcasts because it helps us abort sentence structure and build vocabulary natural, and third recording our own practice so we can review our pronunciation and track our progress our time. And the next slide 7 core methods part 2. The article also emphasizes improvisation and independent practice. This includes surrounding ourselves with English through sight minutes and movies and in our daily environment, practicing with music and movies, reading aloud to content writing and spoken from of word. Uh, Even talking to selfies, which sound unusual, but it's actually build confidence and allow pressure way before speaking with the other people. And the next part, building a strong foundation. Moving to the second category, building a strong foundation. This means first building vocabulary, learning a set number of now words every day, the same way children natural absorb language. Second, improving pronunciation using digital tools and online uh, dictionaries. And third, learning the natural flow of English. For example, understanding contraction like I'm becoming, I'm unknowing which syllables are started in a sentence. Next slide is techniques spotlight speak shadowing. The article highlights specifically is called speak shadowing. This is the process of incorporating actually how a native speaker talk. The steps are first watch a video or movie clip with English subtitles. Second, read and a sentence and say it out loud yourself. Third, play the native speaker audio and a coffee tire flow pass and trace pattern as closely as possible, and uh, optionally record yourself to so you can compare your person directly with the native speakers. Next slide 10. The next slide is writing, reflection, and real content. And number one, we have a sick. And number one is listen and repeat. Practice by continuously listening and repeat what you hear. And second, stressed sound. Pay attention to which syllables and words are natural structures in English. And the third, sing along to song. Music help learners memorize word and natural phrasing efforts. And the next slide is additional researches where to infrastructure. We can infrastructure in one is private tutor. One guidance tailored to individual face, goal, and weakness. And the second, online service. Structured platform or courses offering guided speaking practice and feedback. And the last is learning application. In learning application, we have accessibility, flexible tool for daily practicing anywhere, anytime. Yeah, it's very simple and lucky. Yeah, and then this slide is summary of the article. To summarize, the article frames spoken English as skill built through consistent and varied practice, not through one single method. It moved from simple daily habits to more structured technique like shadowing, and finally to practical option and resources for long-term environment. Is closing messages, yeah, essentially don't give up, practice by self with friend or with technology, because English is the most global language and its witness our access to education, career, and even entertainment. And yeah, next slide is strength of the article. Have four strengths of the article. And one is highly practical. Every tips is an actionable habit a learner can start today, not abstract theory. And the second is well organized into clear categories, method, foundation, technique, practice, strategy, and making it easy to navigate. And the three is published by accredited institution, adding a degree of credibility and calm in casual blog content. And four is last, yeah, covers a wide range of learning styles and solidarity practice social practice and technology assignment. And the next slide, weakness of the article. And like have four have 4 points and lack academic grounding, no references to second language at the QSLA theory or research studies, and the second advice is generic and to not tailored to specific proficiency levels, beginner, fees, advanced learner, and the number third, some tips overlap or repeat across second edge talk yourself appreciation in multi categories, and the last is not discussion of common obstacles for EVL learning such as anxiety or limited access to native speaker. And the next slide is theoretical and local relevance. Connection to speaking theory. Communicative competence. The articles focus on fluency over grammar, illustrate Heine's idea real communication matter more than perfect accuracy, and yeah, input and output help style listening as well as speaking. I chose a correction comprehensible input along Swain's output hypothesis. Learner need both exposure and pronunciation and effective filter. Tips like don't stress and self-talk practice elegant with crisis and idea that allow anxiety improves to language acquisition. And the next slide again. Practice is the common thread. The article demonstrates that improving spoken English is less about single threaded method and more about layering consistent variable practice is speaking, listening, reading aloud, and reflecting. And while and then while like deep academic grounding, its participatory makes it useful, accessible starting point to learners, especially in an AVL context like Indonesia. The last, combined with structured classroom learning and theoretical understanding, the strategies in this article can meaningful support studies journey and toward fluent, confident communication. And yeah, this is last slide. It's a reference I have. If you wanna know, I where gets the reference, yeah. And the number one have a Hymus D 1972 on communicative competence is quality selected grinding. Yeah, it's my references.